The Ice Bucket Challenge, a philanthropic trend of the summer of 2014, is a specific type of hashtag that indicates the labeled post contains footage of at least one or more people getting drenched by, you guessed it, a bucket full of ice water. Now, reasonably, this trend did occur during the warmer months of the year, but the question still arises. What motivated about 3 million people, including President Obama, to dump cold water on their heads? The answer for some may be because they were tagged by their friend's post and their only choice was to do the challenge. The answer for some may simply be because they were sweaty and bored and in possession of a bucket and some ice. The answer for some, hopefully for most, and the answer for me, is to raise awareness, money, and support for ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. ALS, put simply, is a fatal disease that attacks nerve endings, eventually leading to a full body paralysis that has no cure and no prevention strategy. As someone who has witnessed the devastating effects that this disease has not only on the body, but on the mind, I will testify endlessly for the recognition and happiness brought in by this challenge. Though watching the first video was a very confusing moment for me, it became gratitude when I saw the sparkle it brought to her eyes. In times where smiles were few and far between, there is nothing like the support of a stranger. For a moment, as the water as cold as Russian winters shocks your body, you experience the numbness that a victim of ALS is unable to escape from. And you can relate to, can imagine, can feel the physical pain of living with this fatal disease. This challenge, this hashtag call to action, crosses the border between the healthy and the sick, the border that appears with every dance around someone with an oxygen tank, every gawk towards someone with twitchy fingers, every dodge away from someone in a wheelchair. The cure will not be found in ignorant conviction, but in cordial cooperation. But sadly, wheelchairs will not assemble themselves, and blood pressure cuffs are unable to squeeze without assistance, and though money is the root of all evil, it is capable of good. Money that was raised throughout the duration of this challenge contributed and continues to contribute to the solution of tribulations faced by victims of this disease who lacked the necessary money. Without these $115 million, victims would be without proper diagnostic equipment, portable oxygen tanks, and the hope for an eventual cure. Those Franklins and Jeffersons are the stepping stones toward the saving of lives. This challenge raised not only money, but spirits. Being terminally ill is not the easiest burden to carry, and they're often burdened by the self-confidence destroying effects of a disease that requires complete dependence on another person. Seeing the barrage of new posts made every day of people showing a simple act of kindness had effects larger than anyone could have imagined. Thousands of those who had lost muscle function were moved by this trend. May we never struggle to show support. May we show support for the struggle. So let us stop ignoranting about powerful diseases and use our newfound knowledge to make a difference. That knowledge, that intellectual power, is the way doctors and scientists are going to make a difference. Our love and our support is what we are going to use to make a difference. So if you want to make a difference, you might as well make a splash.